Hey, last day. It's bright today. Just trying to get by. Really focusing on potentially what I want to do next for my YouTube and sort of consideration of what I'm passionate about and what I want to share. Never thought that this is where the direction I was going to go to specifically. It was never really part of the plan. My plan is more of the comedy and funny part. This is absolutely no funniness into it at all. But yeah, last day concept is making the most of every single day, and right now I piled up a lot of work, slacking off a little bit too much. Just having pushing through. It's a struggle in terms of understanding where I want to be and focusing on what my focus is on. I focus on a lot of different things at the same time, all related and non-related at the same time. Trying not to be too stressed out, and all that. So I mean, there's so much things I need to do. But I think I want to go back to be grateful for every single day we're alive. It's the most important part, and focusing on helping people and then to make sure we have the understanding of why. Right. I think reading a book yesterday about focusing on the fact that we gotta appreciate what we have, so that I can't remember what it was. We gotta appreciate what we have, and in order to, can't remember what it was. Gotta read it. Gotta hear it again. Appreciate what we have. Right. It's otherwise it's being the positive mindset where we are currently at, and not being negative of what we don't have. I think one of the mentality of it is spiral. Being appreciative, make sure that you're understanding that, hey, you're doing very well in terms of the things that in your life are very positive, right? So you're focusing on the positive aspects, and instead of, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, my life sucks, right? So I think that it's a good cycle to be having, which really do focus on. Life is too short to think about the negative parts. I don't have this, I don't have that. Why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? Right. So the most important part is that, at the end of the day, the most important part is that you're living. Right? You're able to watch this video. I'm able to make this video. Right? So that's the most important and fundamental part of the Last Day Challenge, is to understand that, hey, today's a great day to live. Just like any day, it's any day is a great day to die for. Right? Live every day to extend fullest, being appreciative every single day, understanding that time is valuable. Yeah, and once it's gone, there's no more. Why do we say, oh shit, I should have done that yesterday? I mean, so many things I should have done yesterday too. But it's understanding that it's truly understanding and mastering that it's not something that is very easily done, especially if you don't have a lot of time to reflect on it, a lot of time to think about it and process it, and being able to be enlightened with triggers that can only be triggered by having conversations, having different inputs, right? So what you put into your brain is what you get out of it. The most exciting stuff that I've never really thought about too much, but defining your goals, defining whys, right? Why am I doing this, right? Last Day Challenge is, what's the point? The point of Last Day Challenge is to really understand, what are you grateful for? What your choice would be? How would you act differently if this was the last opportunity that you had? Last day at work, what would you do differently? Last day at school, what would you do differently? Right? One of the focuses that we have a very misconstrued conception that we go to school. Yeah, I think it's one of the things I gotta write down. Go to school, not once in a lifetime, right? Well, not once in a lifetime, but all your life, right? The understanding of that is very different, and focusing on that, see what can and cannot be done. We depends on that sort of the mentality. We are brought up so with the fact that learning is so painful because of the fact that we're not having an enjoyable or fun experience. We're not able to relate to it. It's not a game. It's not designed to be a game of fun, right? A test is like, oh, you don't get a good mark. What are you doing? Not learning, right? And different people learn at different ways, and it's the most important part is making learning fun, and that's been the forefront of my philosophy in terms of what education should be about. It has to be fun. It has to be enjoyable. And then that's what is really missing from the aspect of learning and the world around us. We do things because we have to, because we need to, because society and people around us tells us to do it. So the people who have a great life enjoy have a great life in terms of who really enjoy their life, choose to enjoy their life, and that's one of the most important part. A lot of people, they don't live in the life they want or live the way they feel like they want. Have is living in a situation where they're not choosing to be happy. It's a choice to be happy, and that's one of the most important part that I really discovered before even going through a lot of development courses and whatnot. It's we have TELUS here, or Kudo here. Choose happy. That is phenomenal. Choose happy. It's a choice that you have to choose for yourself in whatever circumstance that you're in. And I think that's one of the most fundamental aspects of having fun and enjoying life is you have to choose to enjoy life, right? In whatever situation you're in. If you are not choosing to choose to enjoy life, then why are you even doing it? And that's the sort of the concept. To live, to survive, right? Yeah, for sure. There are things that we do and that to survive, right? And whatnot. But there's that sort of the understanding of what's the purpose of life if you're not enjoying it, right? That's one of those mentality, right? And it could maybe possibly relate to people who live in the streets, that they choose to be able to be carefree and whatnot. That's why they choose to live in the streets. Possibility, right? Choice to be happy, right? And give you all the money in the world, right? How are you gonna be happy with it? And then that's the choice you gotta make. Blowing it all, spending it all. How you gonna use it, right? On a different level of, not different level. It's just a different language. At the end of the day, it's a different language that we're talking about. I think that's one of the best way to describe how everybody thinks, because we talk in different languages. We have a different perspective of things, right? And we talk very differently. How are we able to effectively communicate with other people, is understand what language they're talking in the first place. They're not talking the same language. They're not communicating with you. You're not able to communicate back, and that's the most important part of the issue, right? How to be able to speak and talk in the same language, and that's a different aspect of, again, last day. What am I talking about, right? And most people is like, oh, last day I'm going to die, right? Is that necessarily true, or just more of the understanding of time is very important, right? It's just different perspectives, right? So it's about same language. Trump is a good person. Trump's a bad person, but let's look at the facts, right? He got elected. That's it. That's all that matters. He's the president. That's it, right? So it's one of those things, understanding the facts, understanding present. That's the current facts as right now. Live every day fullest, be grateful, and have a positive mindset for everything, and be willing to listen to new ideas. And that's one of the mentality of things that our society has been construed of. But regardless, hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk tomorrow.